Oh, hey, it's Friday morning. It's always hard to want to be at work when you're ready for the weekend, especially Memorial Day weekend. But we're gonna ride along, see what we can find out there on today's Friday ride. All right, we are at a burglary call. It sounds like it may be a civil dispute, but people keep breaking into this residence, and owner's not happy about it. So let's go see what's going on.
He used to live here, and we moved all the participants to a different location. But two participants that we were discharging, they refused to leave, and they are keep on coming back.
So the property owner gave this property to Comprehensive Life Resources. They use it as a halfway house for people that are incompetent to stand trial, that need a place to go. You know, if they're out on the street, it's a problem for us because we have to arrest them for lots of crimes. Giving them a place to stay is great, but they're turning it back over to the owner, and people keep breaking into it. So it's an ongoing issue, and they ended up just calling us out here to check, make sure no one's inside, and then that vehicle has been left there for a while. We told them, you know, because it's on private property, we can't tow it, but they can have it towed by a tow company. Give him a reasonable amount of time to come get it. If he doesn't, have it towed away. And we are going to make sure that Graveyard knows about this property so that they can come and check it out at night and see if they can catch somebody inside and get them out of here. Now we're here at 110th and Steel Street for a traffic hazard complaint. There's a tent right on the curb. The caller is a dump truck driver. He said he turns down 110th and he feels like he might hit these people because they're so close to the roadway. So we're gonna go let them know they need to move their stuff. Offer them some resources because we don't want them having to sleep outside either. Hello? Anybody home? Sheriff's Department. You all right in there? Can one of you guys come out so I can talk to you real quick? Okay. How long have you guys been on the streets?
Just
A few months. Okay. If I could get somebody to come over here and talk to you guys, would you be willing to talk to them about getting into some resources?
I'm willing to do that, yeah.
Okay. Do you have a phone number that I could give them to call one of you guys?
Yeah.
All right. What I'm gonna do, I got friends at Greater Lakes. They work on getting people into programs. The thing that I'll tell you is that you just gotta be completely honest with them with what's going on in your life. So if you're using drugs, if it's alcohol, or if it's just working conditions aren't good and you guys are down on your luck, let them know everything. Because if you have drug problems, they can still get you into housing, but you just have to go through other steps first. But if you don't admit to that and they try to put you in housing for people that have to do a UA test and stuff, you won't make it because you didn't tell them that you had a drug problem, okay? Anything I can do for you guys right now?
Not that I can think of. I appreciate you being nice.
Yeah, well, always. We shouldn't come up and be jerks to you. I never met you before, so. Yeah, are you guys eating?
No.
Not eating? You got water?
We have water.
Okay. Yeah, let me call them right now and see if I can get them over here right away. If not, I'll have them give you a call at this phone number. Is this phone going to be charged and
Yeah.
you got minutes and stuff? Okay. So we've got a husband and wife staying in a tent here. Told them about the hazard of being next to the traffic with these big dump trucks coming around this short curb. I want them to move for their safety, but I'm also going to call some of our resources, see if they can come out and talk to them. If they're not here, I've got a phone number for the homeless outreach folks to reach them as well. So we have to take a break right now. I have an event that I got to go to. We got to get in touch with some of our youth out there and tell them what's what. We're here at Spanaway Lake High School to do the Arrive Alive program. If you guys have been watching our videos on our social media pages, you'll see that we are going around to the majority of the high schools in our area telling about the dangers of driving negligent, speeding, and of course impaired. So you can see they have a couple wrecked cars over here set up to stage to look like a fatality accident. And we also have actors from the school, students, who will be playing the passengers and drivers of these vehicles. One of them does get arrested for DUI and vehicular homicide, to just kind of point to the fact that it's a very serious thing. We go to these things all the time, and it's really important that the students know the consequences of their actions. It's very simple. Wear your seatbelt, watch your speed, don't drive impaired, and don't drive distracted. Those little things can help save lives, not just your lives, but people that are in your vehicle, but people in the other vehicles and everyone else on our roadways. So just again, please be safe out there. Now that we just finished scaring the crap out of the kids at the high school, there was a shooting call that came out before we went over there. Someone showed up at the hospital with a gunshot wound. Didn't say where this happened. Kind of hard to tell what really happened. Maybe it's an accidental shooting. Maybe the person is lying about their name to the hospital staff so they don't get arrested by us. I'm going to check and see what's actually going on. Deputies are still here trying to figure out who this guy is and what happened.
So he got scans done this morning when he got here, and the doctor is waiting for St. Joe's to read it to see if they're going to transport him to St. Joe's for surgery.
All right, we got the scoop from our deputies. Our subject here would not tell us anything. Him and his girlfriend are here. They both told us the shooting happened at different locations, one in Tacoma, one in Olympia. None of those are our jurisdiction. He's lying to us about his name. And what we know that he also knows is he has a felony warrant out of King County for assault in the second degree. So the plan now is to arrest him and book him on that warrant, but he might have to go to another hospital for surgery. So our deputies are waiting to see what the doctors say, and this can take quite a while. So we've got to go to the next call. These guys are going to babysit this guy, and we'll check in and see if they end up arresting him later. All right, we are catching up to a guy who was going 60 in a 45, and his plates are way expired. Let's go have a chit chat. Hello. Good, how are you doing, man?
I'm all right.
Just to let you know, I'm audio and video recording. We're speeding on 176, and your registration expired in 2021. Is that right?
Oh, this is my grandfather's car? My bad.
Okay.
My truck's in the shop. My bad.
Okay. Do you have your license, insurance, registration? Our driver is not the registered owner. Belongs to another family member. But let's just make sure that his license is valid. He doesn't have a lot of tickets or anything like that.
Do you want that other welfare check now?
Here you go. Just a verbal warning on the speed today.
All right.
Once you got up with traffic, you weren't driving like a jerk or anything like that, but I really wanted to check because your registration is so expired. Yeah. Park this thing, get your McDonald's, park this thing.
I will.
Get it registered. It's a clean car. It doesn't seem like there's anything wrong with it, right?
No.
Just need to get it registered, and then
All
you're
right.
good to drive it.
All right. Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks for being
You
cool.
have a good day.
You too. You can always trust on that terrain in Washington. So the weather's changed for us. We're at the next call with our deputies at 80th and Portland. They were here to check for a vehicle that was being tracked. They thought it was possibly stolen, but it probably was repoed, and that's exactly what happened. They get here. This business didn't have it. It was actually the business next door, so the GPS was off by a little bit. Confirmed it's repossessed. On to the next call. All right, now we're going to a domestic violence issue. There's a language barrier. The caller speaks Russian and said that fighting with his roommate, who's threatened to kill him as well. They're separated, so they're not actively fighting, but we're gonna go see how deputies handle this call.
Well, I was not assaulted.
So we have Russian speakers only. We had to use the language line and have them translate for us Talked to the victim first. He explained he'd been punched in the stomach. He did have some bruises. Talked to the other half. He said nothing had happened, but unfortunately, it's a mandatory arrest. We also had a witness that saw the assault, so we did place him under arrest. May look like there's too many of us here, but one of the deputies is in training, so technically, this is just 2 deputies here and me being nosy. All right, thank you for joining me for another Friday ride. Figured we'd close it out here at the beautiful new Sprinkler Recreation Center. This is where I grew up playing football, or the Parkland Raiders, and it looks even way cooler now. So you guys have a good one. Take care, Pierce County.